the jacket. I'm ready to take off everything. See, and I feel what's going on. Okay, just a little bit. You got it? Hey, girl, look at her.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, girl. Hi. Okay, I guess I got to get on the line, too.
Well, I just wanted to get us there on YouTube. Can you see that screen right there when people start talking?
Yes.
That black.
There we go. There we go.
I just don't want it to be blocking you.
No, okay, no, that was good.
What's up, Mr. Subner? Hello, Angela, Matt. What's going on, people?
We don't see nobody on YouTube. Can y'all go to YouTube?
They're going to show up. They'll pop up.
They'll pop up.
They'll be there, yeah. What's up, Mo? You're so superficial. You're so superficial.
I'm like, okay.
No, just shoot this. She's right here.
Okay. Well, hello, Angela. Hello, everybody. Is that a little loud?
Is it?
I just a teeny wee bit. I'm back, y'all. The sinus in this weather had me down, but I'm back, y'all. I sound like a little scratchy, but you know that's
I know. Me too.
It's starting to happen. That's how you was last week.
For me, I
Like
know.
this?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same
Me,
way?
yeah. Mm-hmm. All clogged and
Just disrespectful.
that's just weather.
And I can't take it. It's working on me. I need home remedies. I need some. I've been drinking tea and lemon and all
Well,
that.
it needs to start happening now because I just did my wardrobe switch. So
yeah.
I just
still
packed all the
looking
sweaters
we
away.
stay consistent in the 60s. So I'm pretty cool with that. I'm all right.
I just packed up all the sweaters and things.
I
And
gotta
all
do
that.
that.
So.
I did my. Anybody out there spring clean? I spring clean.
Yeah,
Clean my windows.
I'm in the process.
Oh my God!
We're in the process right now.
It's a wonderful thing.
Hey, Summer Joy.
Y'all, today the topic is learn to forgive yourself. I was thinking about that, and once again, I was scrolling through Facebook, just kind of getting the feel of what people feeling nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people out here that got a lot going on, and it seems like as if they got a lot going on with themselves because they're venting about themselves. Like, I'm mad today. You know, I wish my mother was here. And you just see a lot of sadness. And I know we've talked about that, but I'm looking at people within themselves sad. And so I was like, people really need to learn to forgive themselves and let go of whatever the issues are in your life, whatever has happened, whatever you said that you shouldn't have said, whatever you've done that you shouldn't have done. You can't keep beating yourself up. Keep beating yourself up because this is my thing, because it's affecting you physically. So what happens to you mentally affects you physically.
Oh yeah,
so
it definitely manifests.
You're trying to figure out why you're having all these ailments. Sometimes even a cold can be caused by what you're dealing with mentally. So if we don't get it together mentally, then our physical self will start breaking down. Oh, yeah. And I'm looking at a lot of people are sick and going through it right now. And then they unhappy. And I'm telling y'all, happiness is the key to longevity. And if you don't realize that, I read something today and it said, when bad things happen to you, we store it in our nervous system. And our nervous system is what? It's everything. Mm-hmm. So if you're storing everything within your nervous system, how can you heal yourself? So I was like, y'all, we need healing. We need to talk about that because a lot of people are holding in things and not forgiving themselves. And we learn to forgive others. But how many of you all out there are learning to forgive yourself?
A lot of people probably don't.
Most says, go ahead.
A lot of people, no. A lot of people carry shit with them because they think it's better that way. They think it's better to hold shit in.
It say, Matthew say, hey people, your broadcast on Facebook was interrupted.
Oh, was it? I'm trying to see now. You're so superficial. It's funny.
Tay said it's called bitterness. Hey Mike, whoever Tay is. Hey Tay.
Hey Tay.
Well, that's what I mean by it's bitterness because people don't know how to forgive themselves. Like sometimes you just have to let it go like it's in the past. It's already happened, and you can't do nothing about it, or you cannot change it. Forgive yourself, and true forgiveness is not doing it ever again. So you have to learn how to forgive yourself.
Yeah, it's still working. It's working.
It's working.
It's back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still working. What's up, fanboy Bruno?
Hey,
Cuzzo.
son.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Val.
Hey.
What's up, cuz?
I'm seeing Lucky at first. I'm like, okay, I think I know her.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Y'all, we is being graced, baby. I don't even know how to act. I feel like a 2-year-old, like smiling, like that's Eric.
You like hanging out with us,
I
man.
know.
I'll work tomorrow.
Hey,
Hey,
You like
how you
hanging
doing,
out with
little
us.
lady?
how are you?
Wonderful. That's a wonderful thing. I feel like the little sister over here. Like,
I'm gonna figure this out again.
What?
I'll stand with this.
Oh, that puzzle. Yeah, that's
That
why I
puzzle.
put it there to mess with your mind. What's up, Mr.
well,
Harris?
that's a lot of that.
What, messing with his
Yeah,
mind?
that puzzle. I bought one. Like, yeah, I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, I got
And
a
I have
couple
the
of them.
instructions.
I got a couple of them around here. That's true. I just read that last night. Tay says that's true.
What about
I was just gonna say about what you just said.
about learning to forgive yourself, and a lot of people don't talk about it. And y'all, we do know that there's a lot of you all out there that are listening to us, watching us faithfully, and don't expound on anything. And we just want to say thank you all for even watching us. And we trying to, once again, this is a talk show, so we do have to get a little deep every now and again. Once again, we don't want to change your mind. We just want to put something on your mind.
Little something.
Just a little something, give you something to think about, because y'all, a lot of us, it's time to let things go in order for us to move on and to have a very joyful life, because you can. I know it's bad out here, as people say, but life is what you make of it. And if you don't learn how to make the best of it, and what's that song say, live your best life, then, and you sitting around here not forgiving yourself, then you're bitter and ugly. And that's why we have a lot of ugly people walking around here. You can even have some older people that are just ugly.
Ooh, I know some. I won't name names, but I know some, and it's sad too. It's like people spend too much time worried about other people. For
Say it.
one,
Say it.
they don't put enough emphasis and focus on their damn self. Like I ain't got time to be worried about what Jim James and Paul is doing, because I'm too busy trying to be on my Kel's grind and hustle. You know what I mean?
And if you're real about yourself, you wouldn't be looking at nobody else. So when you see people talking about other people constantly, and I'm talking about those who do it constantly, you start looking at them and not what they're talking about.
Mhm.
Once again, like, you got to be an unhappy soul, baby, to constantly be talking about other people. And why? Or do you like what you see and you're just trying to fake it? Because why am I staring at London? Why do I give 2 fucks about what London's shirt look like? Why? Why am I looking at London in the first place? Because I know I don't even know your name. And people who know me, if I don't like you, or if I don't know you, if I haven't pulled you into my spirit, and it don't have to be that I don't like you, but if you ain't in my mix and I haven't pulled you in my spirit, baby, I can talk to you every day, and I'm gonna promise you in Jesus' holy name, and I won't know your name tomorrow.
Right.
And I got friends to attest to that. Like, once again, I sat next to a girlfriend of mine who I'm very cool with today, but I didn't know her name, and I sat next to her for a year, talked to her every day, but I didn't put her into my spirit, so I didn't care.
It was, and I was just going to try to cut you off from saying
And
that.
it wasn't that I
That's the
didn't like her,
truth.
because I
Right,
did.
but you just did not
I
care.
did not care.
It wasn't like you was trying to put any emphasis on that relationship.
Absolutely.
It just was what it was.
I put my energy where my energy needs to be. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's just like in there.
At that time, she wasn't in my space, so I didn't put my energy into her. So, but she was a cool person. Now we're real close today. But I just didn't. And I feel like if people just do that, put their energy where they should be. Like, this is my girl, so I'm gonna give my girl my energy. But baby, if you ain't my girl, I'm gonna give you my space and time, because right now you're occupying it. But once you're gone, you're gone. Yeah. And if people feel that way in life and stop trying to sit here and trying to figure out what the hell going on with London and why London got these pretty ass shoes on, she thinks she, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
That's London. Let London be London. And you do you.
Really?
Yeah, Mary Kate.
Wow.
And it's sad, but it's a lot of us, we talk about this all the time. We know it, but we use people that continuously do it every day.
We do all the time.
All the time.
All the
Like,
time.
girl, shut up. And now I got older. I don't have time for that shit. Worry about you. We're gonna worry about me. You're gonna do you, and we all should be happy. Because don't worry about why I'm doing me, because I'm gonna keep doing me.
I can only do me.
Yeah,
Shit, that's all I know.
Some people don't know how to do them. Some people don't even know who they are, and that's sad when you this old and don't know who you are,
or not defined by something. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, when they reach a certain age, we need things.
Yeah,
we need these status symbols like a house, a car. We think that we're living the dream, but really, isn't that stereotypical?
because
like nobody's
thinking
thinking outside the box. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like all to me, in my mind, all those things are things to hold you back. Honestly,
because that's control. You control by
you're
something,
control right by something telling you
what you
can only do this.
To be
if you own that
accepted.
house, either you're gonna sell it, you're gonna live in it, but those things are still your house is still you're controlled by it. Do you know what I mean? Like you go out of town and you're like, well, damn, who's gonna watch my house and who's gonna do this and who's gonna? It's just a lot, and it's not just houses. It's just the cog itself. And I know I always talk about the cog, and people be thinking I'm kind of crazy, but whatever.
There's people out there that relate. Once again, who cares?
Hey,
That's the whole
Catrice.
point of that. People need to let go. And I know we kind of like jumping around a little bit, but that once again, all that still evolves around forgiveness. Because if I'm talking about you constantly, if I got something to say negative about someone all the time, that means something going on with me.
Now, me and my cousin just had that conversation on our way here.
What?
If you so negative about this person and you sitting right here with this person,
Why you here?
here?
Right. Why?
are you?
I would not waste my time around people I don't like to be around. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why would I waste my time? It doesn't make sense. Like, hey, I'm sorry I what? Because that is say it. No, because it's the truth.
Because they might need something from you.
Well, but you got to recognize those too. But you got to recognize those too, because there's a lot of us out here with good hearts, open hearts, and people take advantage of that. Yeah,
because they need
Something
something
from you. Yeah,
not because they like you,
Right.
but you beneficial
You have
to them.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Kimberly Dead Wild
Yeah.
says preach to
Oh.
you. I couldn't get that last name out. It was
But
Dead
Eric, you are
Wild.
so right about that. And people do hang around people for reasons. I know Eric gonna pay for everything. I'm going. Eric gonna pay for dinner. Eric gonna buy drinks.
I don't need
You know
no
what I'm
money.
saying? I know London makes
no
all
money.
the drinks, so I'm going.
Right,
'Cause
right.
I know London will make the drinks. I'm going. So this is a
It's
free
free
night.
weed.
for me.
Right. Whether you, yeah.
Exactly.
Moochers. People just want to latch
Absolutely.
on and hang
I
on,
don't
and
like
it's
you,
sad.
but hey, I ain't got no money. I'm about to go over here because I know they're gonna eat. They ain't gonna say nothing. They're gonna have some drinks. They're gonna have a weed. And
And I'm gonna go home
That's
full
how it
and
is.
all
All
that.
that- Hey,
Ain't
Catrice.
spend any money.
Ain't spend no money.
But then you stop and think about that. How happy, once again, because I have to bring things back to the point of why we're talking. When you go home, now you still have to deal with you. And the fact that you done mooched off everybody, trust me, moochers go home and think about that. Some people just say skip it because it's free. And nobody said anything like he said, so I'm going to keep doing it because I'm getting away with it. But however, they feel that shit when they go home.
Right.
You feel that you are low down dirty. You feel like you're using people.
You know what?
what you're doing.
I don't think they do.
some of them,
I
don't think
some
they
of them
do.
don't have
You owe
confidence.
them
I think
that's what most of them.
But they do. And
I
that's
don't
my
think-
point.
yeah,
They're still saying the same thing. They feel like you owe them something. They know what they're doing, but they're doing it because they feel
They
like you
feel like
owe
they
them
owe
something.
you something. Like you
They
owe
know
them
what they
something.
A lot of them you deal with. I don't even.
Just because you got it, just
Just
because you
got it.
got it, you
Yeah.
owe it to them.
Said. Absolutely.
Listen.
Absolutely.
The in crowd.
That's what I do.
Ain't that crazy?
I dealt with a whole lot of people in the world that figured that all the chances I was taking to go to jail, risk my life because I had money, I owed them money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like your risk wasn't yours. It was y'all. It was they was taking it with you. Like,
no.
nah, motherfucker, you ain't take this risk with me. You got me.
At all.
Mm-mm.
And then to talk about you, don't do
Or
something.
why you can't?
That nigga sitting over there. He's sitting over there with all that money.
You can't throw me $1,000
Mhm.
like it ain't nothing. Where was you at when I was taking these penitentiary chances?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
Let me hold. Hey, let me get your other car, man. You ain't using it. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Still mine.
Yeah.
It's still mine.
Like
Absolutely.
a car is a spare thing you just lend out. Like, here, just take my extra car.
You may do that to your child, but not mine. No, go sit
People
down.
do that.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll ask you for your car. Like, let me drive your car.
and be mad.
Like she should say, Craig, let me see your car so I can go to the store. Well, this you want to go to take Craig's car to the store.
Catrice says, so sad. We all have to look out for each other,
Make you think you too good.
not to be selfish. Now, it's hard to tell somebody else they're selfish. Or do you think it's hard to tell somebody else they're selfish?
Not no more for me.
It used to be.
Not me. You know what? It wasn't.
I guess it
I'm like,
just depends on the personality of the person.
Of the
There you go.
person.
Say it. Say
Because
it.
some people can handle it, some people can't.
Absolutely.
And if you know that person, you know who can and who can't.
Absolutely. And that's why I was sitting here thinking, like, if you have to pick and choose.
I can recognize users too, and I'm kind of quick to let them know too. Like, now you know what? And I shouldn't say that though, because I've been used
Yeah.
several times. Yeah.
I don't mind being used. I have a problem with being misused. You know what I'm saying? Because we all been used. Come on now. I just don't misuse me. Because we all use each other. Now let's keep it 100 on here, but don't misuse. Don't play me. Don't be sitting over there trying to play me.
That's true.
Because I will give you my last. I will give you my heart. I don't have a problem with that if you deserve it, but don't play me on it. Then you're gonna get the other chick, and y'all don't think you don't like her.
I genuinely like you, Michael, so much. I don't want anything from you, but you make my days at work much happier. Thank you. Oh, Jenny, thank you. That's sweet. Thanks, Jenny. I love you too. That's my girl. We be kicking it in the morning. Every morning we be kicking it. Hey, Embrace and Love, what's up? You told me you was coming to the show. You lie. You and your sister. Where you at, kid sister? What's up, Joseph? Who else? Who's else out there saying this? What's up? Shawnee Sean. Crystal say nice shirt. Thank you, Cree. Kick secure, Cree.
And she not here.
She said she'll see us in a couple of weeks. Love you too, baby.
Is she okay? Oh,
right. Her birthday is coming up. It's all in delivery and relationship with the person. Oh, about being able to tell them if they're selfish or not, Catrice says. Oh, hi, Amanda. She like,
but how do you
you
tell a person something like that? Like, how do you start off with the conversation of you getting ready to tell them about them?
Well,
and you stop and think about what you're saying. You telling somebody that you think it's all about you. That's all I'm saying. Stop and think about what you're saying. How do you start this conversation off?
You can't handle the truth.
You can't.
Listen. A lot of people can't, but if you real with yourself, the truth won't hurt you. If you real with yourself,
but sometimes the truth do hurt, but you can accept it. You can accept it. Absolutely, you can accept it.
That's why to me, the truth doesn't hurt me because I know it's the truth. If it's hard to explain.
Maybe it's different for females than men.
I mean, because for me, as long as it's true,
absolutely.
As long as it's true, I can accept it. Like if you, and I know it's silly, but if you seriously say it's not going to, I can accept that because it's true. Do you see what I'm saying? Like truth does not bother me. It doesn't because it's true.
But
sometimes people get it wrong and it's not true. Because if you say something that's not true to me, I will not.
Now that's different, right? Now if you say something that's not true to me, I might be offended. But if you come to me with a fact that's true for me,
but some people tell the truth to be malicious, though. Some people don't just be telling the truth to hurt. I mean, to help you. Some people tell you the truth to be malicious.
If you tell me
man enough to
love,
yeah, I can accept.
Yeah, but some people do it
I can
malicious,
accept
like you got, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like,
right.
What was that about?
But I would still accept it because it's true.
But see, like I'm saying,
she
from
said,
a woman,
she said
if you're
for
doing
women,
it
like, it's a
maliciously,
different thing,
instead of just be like, girl, you know what I'm saying, you got something on your pants, or you gonna wait till in front of everybody like, girl, you got something on your pants. That's kind of malicious. I wouldn't take that the same. It's all about in the context and how you do it to me.
Hey, I don't agree. We can agree to disagree for sure. So, because
what she said is true. You a man,
right.
So we emotional beings,
right? And Eric just kind of confirmed. Yeah, they act like we don't have them.
No, it's not the same. Y'all ain't menopause and shit. Because they're alive.
But we have them. That's a good point, Eric.
We are. Yeah. That's like,
we don't wear them on our sleeves.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, we don't look here. I wish I could pan this camera down right now. You so silly.
Hey, y'all gotta see what Eric's
right. That's how I wish I could pan this camera on here right now.
Yes.
I'm emotional right now.
Right.
Y'all don't agree with me.
He over there,
we
Carl Thomas out.
Men have feelings. Y'all just try to be so tough all the time to where it's so
I'm
ugly. Y'all make it ugly.
Baby.
You got some men that don't. You got so
Yeah,
many
because I wear my
niggas
shit on my sleeve. People just say I'm mean, but I'm really
like where brown
sensitive.
transparent man with sensitivity.
Hey, right. I just say I'm really, really sensitive. I fucking cry all. I've been watching TV crying all day at dumb shit. Like that's how sensitive. I know I'm emotional. Really. I know. I don't act like it or seem like
That's why I'm
it,
in therapy.
but I really am totally fucked up on the inside. I cry.
That's why
I
I'm
cry.
going to therapy,
I
'cause
cry at baby commercials and shit like that. Like I could be sitting there and Trey can attest to it. Like all the time. I could be listen. Well, maybe not a baby
Is that
commercial,
menopause?
but I got no damn menopause.
He might.
What
Men
about
no
what about
Men on pause.
Yes, you do.
They go through
men
something.
on
Yes,
film?
they do, baby. Yes, they do. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Some sugar, honey, iced tea. But you're going through something.
Margina said, Margina says, Patrice saying it's all in the delivery made her day.
Yeah, y'all going through something. That is
Listen.
the truth.
You know what? I will
I'm going
admit,
through
what
withdrawal
we call it is a midlife crisis.
Heather,
We have our midlife crisis, which I think is men on pause.
It is.
hello.
And, you know, because then we lose our mind for about a year. For about a year, we go buy a Corvette, you know, buy a toupee,
Right.
start working out and
Turn your head
shit.
to the bag.
I
Right?
go straight back with no curl.
We go through that
Okay.
for a minute, and then we be straight.
And y'all do.
And then we be straight. So I think that's menopause. That's men on pause for sure.
All right.
But can you handle an emotional man?
Ladies, oh, good question.
You can't be too emotional now. I'm the girl. Come on now.
There you go. I am the female.
You can have feelings,
Yeah.
but you can't just be. Come on now.
Yeah.
But
can't-
I mean, an emotional man could be a man that's always. I mean, they could be. It could be twofold though, because you got emotional men that's always sharp and like that. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you
said
talking
like
about
that.
certain
Like that.
different levels of emotions.
Different
I see what you're
levels.
saying. Now we ain't talking about like the crying wimp emotions, because
That or
emotions are
the opposite. So
right.
you handle, I can't. Don't be
She like,
Be a
mm-mm.
man.
What does
But
that
what,
mean?
I was about to say. So what do you feel like? What's a man? What's being a man?
Like my daddy, be nice to me. Treat me
I
like
can't.
a girl. Don't be too hard and don't be too free. Yeah. That's right.
Be right in the middle.
Be right in the middle, yeah.
It's all
Because me
coming
and
Listen, we got people showing up at
Yeah,
the
we-
Chit
do we
Chat Chill
know
Out
who it
Lounge
is?
right now. It's so funny.
Do we
Like,
know who it is?
That's Tommy.
it's probably
Oh,
some-
I'm like, do we know who it is? 'Cause we don't know.
I know. I Trey
I
know
think
who
it's
it is.
Tommy.
Oh, we getting Instagram shit too.
I know
We was
my
on Instagram
dad,
too.
me and my dad had a conversation, and my dad is me.
Yeah,
Okay,
Catrice
y'all,
a
he's
hairpiece too.
So he was like, he be getting us rooms at Motor City every now and again. So he was like, baby, you gonna have to pay them motherfucking $50. He was mean that day, and I was like, oh wow, okay. So we're gonna hang up. So I hung up and called him back, and I said, Dad, you didn't raise me that way. I'm not used to you talking to me any kind of way. Like I don't like it. And he was like, you know what the fuck I am. And I was like, that may be with other people, but not with me. You don't even talk to me like you didn't even. I said, if you'd have raised me like that, then I would be accustomed to it. I'm not. I don't like it. Don't do it again. He mean as hell. He was like, all right, baby. I know my daddy get old.
Keontae says, I would rather you tell me the truth than the candy coated
But
lie.
people say that. Oh my God, I'm so sick of men saying, and they don't mean it, London. They don't mean that shit. Because the minute
I do.
And a
I
lot of
do.
men say that.
Now look, we just had two more guys walking here
they
and
get
just
to
made
losing
this a
their
good
damn
ratio.
mind. They can't
Guys,
handle it. I'm so sick of
Can you
people saying
handle the
that.
truth?
You can't.
Can you handle the truth?
Oh my God! And here go the chit chat, and then the conversation, and your girl get to run that mouth and tell you the truth, and then right back at it. See, y'all. I'm saying.
So you can't handle the
Thank you,
truth
London.
then.
You can't handle the truth.
No, I said, can you handle the truth? Okay, wait, Angela just wrote a paragraph. I gotta read it. Angela says, okay, I gotta shut up. I gotta be able to read. Shut the fuck up. I gotta be able to read. Because I'm
Hey,
trying
we
to.
got people.
Hold on, wait. Angela says, you're right. You're right, sis. You must forgive yourself. Unforgiveness eats you alive, even at things that's not your fault. My son just lost a friend to wait. Yeah, my son just lost a friend to an overdose at 26 years old. She had things happen in her life that she let define who she was. touched at 7 by a mother's boyfriend, gang raped at 15. She never got past it, often telling me it was her fault somehow. Self-medicating with pills, now her pain is over. Wow. And that's
See what I
her
mean?
not forgiving herself
Absolutely.
for what happened to her, and then even turning around and blaming herself for
Absolutely.
it. That's crazy.
And this is what I mean by y'all. This Facebook, you learn a lot on Facebook. You see you feel people's pain. Oh, that's why I tell people stop looking to be judgmental on Facebook and read. Because people are pouring out their hearts right now on Facebook, y'all. And it ain't y'all. Some people reading, oh, look at this bitch, y'all.
I'm sorry,
But
man.
if you start reading, like, oh, it's some sad
A lot of these
people. It's a
women-
lot going on.
A lot of these women out here agree. They all seem to be unanimous in saying that we as men cannot handle the truth.
I can't. All women.
He just said he'll give her a
Y'all
fat
women,
lip.
y'all
The
women.
minute
Actually,
she
actually,
talk.
and actually, to be honest with you guys, I don't think we can either. You know why? You want to know why? Because our egos are too fragile.
Say it.
Our egos are too fragile.
I can handle the truth. You don't like something about me and you tell me, okay, I can handle it.
It's not just. It may not be something. It may not be something about. It's just about liking something about you. What if your woman tells you, your wife tells you she want to see other people? She still loves you. She still want to be with you.
You can't be with me, but go ahead and see them people.
But isn't there respect in the truth? She had respect to come and tell you that.
You said that.
And she had to respect
how you
how
deliver
you
it.
alone.
What if you deliver
Yeah,
the truth the wrong
40-40
way?
and build.
We just talked about that.
And they just said that earlier. It's all about the delivery.
Yeah.
It's all about the delivery.
All people delivery fucked up all the time.
See?
I face it. I don't be mean to hurt nobody feeling, but it come out that way.
Right.
But the way you react to me is the way it come out. So take it like that.
So your reaction is going to depend on my delivery.
Yeah.
Like Dakari put something on Facebook. My daughter read it, which is his sister. She responded to him, and then he was like, "Mommy, you better get your daughter." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Let me tell you, look what she wrote on Facebook." So then I was like, okay, so mother got to play, both ends, so now you got to go talk to the daughter. So I talked to Maya, and Maya was like, "Mama, I didn't mean it like that."
Mm-hmm.
I was responding to him because he was writing so I was responding as talking about us as women as a whole. So he took it as she's saying, "This is how I feel to you."
Right.
And she was like, "That's
He
not
took
what I
it
was saying."
personal.
He took it personal. And I said with Dakari, I said, he was like, "She meant it
She
that way." I
probably
said,
said it
"No,
right.
This ain't gonna be male bashing.
this was texting, first of all."
Well, takes in
Sometimes I need him to see
But
something
you
like that.
have to stop and think about it. Because you deliver it, don't mean London gonna perceive it the way you delivered it. That don't mean that. So that's why people got to talk.
True.
Because they came to me, it could have blew up. They could have went back and forth on Facebook and just stopped to think, thank God that they have a relationship with me, that both of them coming to talk to me. So I was able to go back and be like, that's not what she meant.
Right.
Because he was hot. Like, why she saying this to me about me on Facebook? Got people laughing at me, and it wasn't even that serious.
That's true, but they could have had a conversation that you don't have nothing to do with before then that led up to that explosion.
But it wasn't. It was just, he put something on Facebook, she commented. And once again, I keep trying to tell people, there you go.
Yeah,
Would you say
that's
something to
right.
him, London? You're opening the door.
Catrice
You're
says,
opening the door.
Catrice says, yes, men will argue up and down to prove a wrong point
Say it.
instead of taking a moment to really listen.
Yes. And y'all, it's hard for y'all to
Who's
listen.
Catrice?
Okay.
Is that doing
And that doesn't just apply to men. There are a lot of women out here that have a hard time listening too, because they talking all the time while you trying to get a point across. Shit, somebody not getting hurt. Actually, nobody's getting hurt if two people are talking at the same time.
But and then another thing she said, y'all have to listen. See, a lot of times the argument comes because you heard half of what I said. Now you're running with half of what I said, but I haven't even finished my complete thought. So now you're giving your opinion on incomplete thought. You can't do that, and then the whole time you're saying that's not what I meant. That's how I started off. That's not what I meant. So you're arguing over a mute point because you haven't even made your point.
Okay, I made your decision and staying on. So fuck you both.
Go home with it. That's always nagging and always complaining.
What do y'all consider nagging? Because if you never hear me, that means we haven't closed anything. So I'm still expounding on it because we haven't closed it because you're not listening.
What I'm saying is,
y'all women
sometimes
say some shit and
sometimes
then you
women
don't say
complain.
nothing else.
Sometimes women complain so much that the way it started off, it sounds like a complaint.
Listen,
That's because
this is something that he
again,
said,
you're
she
not
said.
listening.
Started,
So had you listened and we solved
You're
it
not listening.
and we solved it,
Look,
we
this
can
is
move
turned
on.
into he said, she said.
Okay, forget it, but it's never dealt with. But then it comes back up because it was never dealt with from the beginning.
But when the tables is turned and your feelings are at jeopardy or issues with you, you ready to chit chat talk all the time, listen.
Meaning you as the man.
As the man.
Yeah.
Now you want to keep talking.
Yeah.
Now you want to boy, y'all goddamn it. We're gonna talk about this.
Talking to you.
Where was you when I wanted to talk?
Yeah, but at the point when it's time that they want to talk, okay, well now they got a whole list. Of
Right.
stuff.
Like, no, it's not your time.
We talk when it's time to get choked up.
I see.
No, I mean, that's when I talk. When there's
Communication is
when
communication.
you talking too much,
You gotta have it.
I'm
You got
fighting.
to.
You gotta have
But a lot of men
it.
don't
You
know
have it. I
how.
don't communicate.
Because this
I'm
is a
fighting.
lot of women's conversation. Like
It's
you
messed
don't know
up.
how to communicate. So it's beautiful that when you do have a mate that can
So
that you can
brothers
communicate with. But there's a lot
out
of men that
out
can't.
there, they saying that we don't know how to communicate and expound on our feelings. So maybe we need to start doing that.
We don't because
anyway.
we got a
I
problem
feel like
with it.
women is always gonna be what they say, how they
I don't
feel.
agree with
We
that.
don't understand
See,
because
that-
we don't understand.
We put up with so much when it comes to
Y'all
men.
can put up with it.
Stop
But
that. Yeah, that's
it's
it.
still we
Y'all
don't
do.
do
Once
it.
again,
Y'all do.
tell your listeners.
Y'all do. I ain't need bullshit. Y'all do.
And the third, and y'all let a girl do one thing wrong.
One thing wrong. Oh my God, you don't never hear the end of it.
They put up with a lot. They put
But
up with
y'all
a
don't
lot.
recognize it until
That's
y'all
all
feel
I'm saying.
Say it again.
Wait, you can say that again? Wait. Say that again.
Say it. That's all I'm saying.
He said him. He said him. What's your percentage?
I walked away. I ain't taking
If she
10%
put
of
you
what
to
it
a
was.
third of that, you a big gone.
Grow back.
You the
What-
big gone. You ain't taking all that for
I'm not taking all that.
Either.
Oh wait,
Most
I
women
got
get
a
it out,
question
the other
to the women, especially to the ladies. I
You get her
probably
no
my
That's
cousin
only
I'll ask.
The woman get no check.
Hey,
No
listen,
chance. Disrespect.
answer the truth. Go ahead. I'm
No, because I know somebody that had this situation. I want to know, especially for you ladies in the house, is it inappropriate for you as a mother to text your 15-year-old daughter and tell her gym teacher's cute?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah. That
Your
is. She
mama
is not
a
your
hoe.
friend. She is your daughter.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Your mama acting like
Stay
a
in your
hoe.
lane. Hello.
Wait,
That's
what?
what happened.
First of all, she's a child.
She is
She's a child.
She is.
You don't.
No,
She's a
that
child.
don't make no sense.
She's a.
Absolutely not.
Why'd you?
Treat her as your
Hey,
child and not
No,
your
I asked
friend.
that question because that happened
I know.
to somebody, and I told them that I would put that question out there because
text her daughter talking about your gym teacher high.
yeah, and it wasn't necessarily in that context.
I mean,
It was.
however, even say
It was.
It
It was like, ooh, your security guard. Like she dropped her daughter off at school, high school. It was like, oh, your security guard cute.
She is not your friend. She's supposed to be your daughter.
Well, that's
Like I said, I put the question out there. All the women disagree. All the women said
Generation
no.
is so messed up because these women are being their friends instead of their moms.
ain't no parents out here. We the last round of
I
parents.
work at a school.
We the
and
last.
it's
Listen, we the
very
last
good,
round of parents.
Another thing
and
is,
it's not. It's so
Kids.
much.
Yeah, we the last round of
You
parents.
work on the
Kids
east side
are
of the
having
West
kids.
Yeah, we the last round of
You know what I mean?
parents.
What who was the comedian said?
It's
You're
a lie.
a grandma now at
I be
38.
going home
Yeah.
sleep.
See, at 29.
Literally,
One
for
little
real.
girl, I had to come from around my counter today.
We're the last
And get in her
generation
face,
of
like,
parents.
put my hand in her face, like, girl. I said, I'm gonna explain something to
Same
you.
high
We all
school.
from
They
the
all
street.
the same
They
high
all at the same
Don't
club,
play with me.
sitting around having
All of them.
conversations.
Don't call your mama.
Having cocktails and conversations.
Don't play with
And
me.
sleeping with the same group of people.
Having cocktails and
That's
conversations.
Say that.
Mama,
The
grandmama,
the
and
daughter,
daughter.
the mama
Yes,
and the
yes.
grandmama all sleeping with the same
Yes.
group of people.
Yes.
Grandmama sleeping with the daughter, 19-year-old friends.
Oh, yeah.
Mama sleeping with the 25-year-old. That shit crazy.
And everybody
It's
Then you
crazy.
expect, then you turn around and think your daughter's supposed to listen to you.
Or you think she's supposed to listen to the teachers at school. That's my thing. Like, if you're not teaching her respect, because it starts at home. How you think she's supposed to respect me and I'm trying to teach your child? But you mad at me because I keep calling you about your child. Why not? Because I get some phone calls. Why in the F you keep calling here? And I'm sick of y'all. Y'all act like y'all can't control. First of all, it starts at home. So if you giving me all this because I keep calling you because your child is out of control, I'm calling you to do your job.
As a
So then
parent.
I can do my job.
These little girls, they 10 years old all the time. Fingernails, the long weave, the color, the makeup.
Listen, I know this. I'm really
The
having an issue.
lashes, the
I'm really having an
lashes.
issue with this color thing. The color thing is really bothering me.
You
I'm
got
sorry.
6-year-olds, you got
Yeah,
color.
no, you got. I've seen six and up,
You know what
6
I
to
mean?
12-year-olds with different color hair. No,
That's fine. I was trying to give her hair.
That's
You gotta deal with it every
wrong.
morning.
That's
Like
wrong.
your other mama.
Long.
That's so wrong. My little niece just turned 9. I love her to death, but she had blonde hair.
That's what they are.
What's the name of it?
And I don't understand the parenting styles of now.
And nails,
But
her
it's-
hands is so tight. You made her sad. You
I don't get it.
She's gonna learn off of it.
I'm gonna learn today.
Can I have some paper towels?
Keontae says, because people don't talk to listen, people talk to talk without listening to
And because
respond.
and everybody want their point to be a fact. That's my thing. It's like you want to be right instead of listening to my part, listening to your part, and then sometimes we have to agree to
I
disagree.
love to listen.
And sometimes we just have to agree to disagree. Well, baby, you feel this way. Well, baby, I feel that way. But you can't just be right.
We do that here all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Agree
But
to
it's a lot of
disagree.
men that can't do that.
Mm.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to.
It's
Like,
okay. It's
I
okay
can't-
for us to not agree.
We are. It's better. It's yeah. It is absolutely.
I mean, you can walk away and still try to act
Or you can honestly say, I see where you're going. I don't agree with it, babe, but I see where
But I
you're
see
going with
where
that. I
you're
see
going. Get your
why
point.
you feel the way you feel. But I just don't agree with it because that's not how I feel. Instead of getting mad at me because I don't feel the way you
You know
feel.
how I feel. I know several people that I can't have conversations. You ever knew a person that come to you with a problem? They come to you with a problem, and then you give them a solution, but your solution doesn't match theirs.
Right.
So they're totally against it.
Right.
Isn't that weird? It's like, so why would you come to me with the problem if you're not
Trusting
willing
me to give you a word.
and then not even consider it? I ain't saying you got to agree
Like,
with it,
you
but
don't
at least
agree with me?
if you come to me and tell me your problem, you came to me because you expect my opinion. If I give it to you, you mad because it don't align with yours. Like, that's crazy to me. You thought I was gonna agree with the shit you talking. So they didn't come right. They didn't come to me. They didn't come to me for my advice. They just came to me to get it off their chest.
That was
Ain't that some
47.
shit?
That was 47. That was 44.
Say that again.
Yeah.
We gotta hit what he
Yeah,
said.
excuse me, a little
I
bit.
said,
Shit.
for some people, it's hard for them to just listen without giving advice, especially if what they're listening to sound foolish.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can't come tell me some stupid stuff and think I'm gonna be like,
This is where you should be able to accept the truth.
But okay, but what if the foolish stuff that they feel, this is how they feel because to you it's foolish, but to them it's not.
Yeah.
This is what I mean by if you listen and say, okay, well, I see where you're going with that. I just don't agree with it because you don't have to agree with it, but I see where you're going with that. Instead of just being mad at you because that sounds stupid as hell. Well, now you talking against my intellect. Because to me, this is what it feels. This is how I feel. So how you're telling me that I'm wrong feeling the way I'm feeling.
Right.
So-
And my thing is this: if you don't want my honest opinion, don't bring it to me. Because we're wasting each other's time if you're not going to take what I say into consideration. I ain't saying you got to believe it,
Right.
but at least take it into consideration because you came to me. Evidently, you felt I had some kind of point or intellect on whatever the situation
Right.
was. But a lot of people will come to you and you be like, and then they'll be like, well, no, man, you just don't understand. I said, like, what?
Yeah, but some
Then why
people
did you come to me?
Some people know it's stupid before they
Even get to me.
Then they get mad.
When you tell them it's
They
stupid.
want you to agree with their stupidity.
But they
Right.
dumbness. No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Feel so stupid.
Like as my son say, make it make sense.
Yeah, that was-
Please help me.
That was on the show.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
please.
Make it make sense. You got to make it make sense.
make sense, baby.
What's up, Jeff? What's
You
up,
could've thought-
Brittany? Hey,
always,
Brittany.
always say you couldn't have thought that all the way through.
No, huh? Why would you be telling? Wait, why would you be telling your daughter that? You shouldn't be telling your best friend that. You should have been telling your best friend. A lot of people said that too. Like that's something you share with your friend. That's not
Well,
something
tell
you share with your
tell
daughter.
her husband.
She may not have a husband.
No, she got a fiance.
Oh,
She got a fiance, and the fiance found the message. So that becomes another
dang, this is big.
thing. Yeah, this is really good.
I don't know. I'll let you know on the third.
I can't. All it takes is one for me. This
Hey,
is-
Britt
this
in
is really, really good.
Kalamazoo. Now I don't know if that's Jeff, Jeffrey, or Kim. That's Kim. Hey, Kim.
Jeff.
You say what?
That's Kim Jeff.
That's Kim
Kim
Jeff. Kim Jeff. Kim Jong.
You
Kim
don't know
Jong.
who it
Kim
is.
Jong.
They put all of this in.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong Il. Kim Jong Un. Wait. Oh, Punkin had a second part to that story.
Oh, what you say?
That's Parker. Your cup.
She said when we was talking about the girl that just recently
Yeah.
committed suicide.
Oh,
Damn, I lost it.
Is it that?
She said she left behind a 2-year-old son that often plays with her granddaughter. Her and her mother's relationship was rocky because of her telling her what happened to her about the man touching her. She was in a lot of pain, thinking her mother didn't love her.
Jeff.
See what I'm saying?
Listen, even if you doubt it, investigate the shit. That's it. That's to me. If my kid come to me and be like, Uncle Johnny touched me, I'm probably gonna have a conversation with Uncle Johnny.
You know what?
You got me fucked up.
You got women that stay with the men.
Oh, see, that's some dumb.
I know.
And I'm a man, but that's some
Look,
fucked up
look,
shit.
let me give you a prime example. I got a friend of mine.
Brother being fast.
I got a friend, Eddie. Son came and told
Hey,
him
don't
this
name
man
my
touched
name.
me. Eddie
Oh
went up there
yeah,
and
killed that man. Yeah, I do remember that.
He was 9 years into his bit in jail before his son honestly said the man didn't touch her. Eddie did 15 years for killing that man because the son said
He
this
touched.
man touched.
But that's why I didn't say react. I said
He
investigate.
did say
I said
I know,
investigate.
but I'm just saying.
Go have a conversation.
You
You know what I'm saying? You got to think before you react. A lot of people react
But
without
that's
thinking.
why
You
you
got
have
to
to
think before you react.
investigate.
Yeah, you got to think before you react. I can't be hot tempered like that because then you'll end up and some shit like that'll happen. You'll be doing 15 years for some shit that ain't even true.
Him being in prison, the son decided to say the man didn't do it.
I'm in some shit right now because I ain't happy at home.
Okay.
The topic today, Nico, was learning to forgive yourself.
A lot of people don't know how, baby, and we're just kind of talking about it. Like we have to let things go. You have to forgive yourself and move on. That's the only way to heal, or stop
See,
a health issue that will arise if you
and
don't.
that's what I was looking for.
What?
Reaction. Just let him be unhappy.
Just let who be unhappy.
So if you think I'm about to be unhappy, guess what, baby girl? I'm about to turn up.
Okay.
Well, she gonna find out today you unhappy.
And I ain't going home without anyway.
Right.
Hey, if she didn't know,
Guess who?
Now
You know
she
now.
know.
Yeah. Oh, she been new. We had a conversation about 3 days.
3 days.
And see, that's the thing. People got to have those conversations. You never know what defines a relationship for somebody else.
I told her.
Because what works in your relationship might not work in mine.
So people, and that's what people need to stop taking what's going on with you home to
That's
and
the
making it
problem,
about
yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
That's them. Understand who you got. That ain't me. Don't come home telling me that so and so girl. That's her. You better know who you married.
That's right.
You married somebody totally different, baby. You better realize that I'm not
That's
her.
the thing, right? Yeah.
I ain't gonna do for you, boo. So
You better figure this out. Figure that out.
Or if your boy wife cheating on you, don't think I'm doing it. Like that's
Learn what
that's
you
stupid.
think.
learn what your
We gotta give y'all hand, feet, all that shit.
You said learn what we like.
Learn what we
You want
like.
some hand
She ain't trying to do what you like.
Your woman should know what you like.
She don't do what I do, but I still take care of her.
Your woman
do
should
all
know
that
what you
shit.
like.
Well, if
Well,
she ain't doing what you like, it's probably because she don't
I
care.
hold up.
Because when a girl like they guy, they try to do everything.
Say it.
Say it. You heard that?
She said, I like the way she said it though.
I wake up in the
Everything.
morning, I don't be hungry, but I'm trying to figure out what you hungry. And I don't even be hungry. I wake up out my sleep trying to see if that nigga hungry.
Nah.
What's
So,
up?
You got his number?
That's where she lying.
You stupid. Say prove it. Call that nigga.
See, come on home with me for a week. I'm gonna see if you're lying.
3 o'clock in the morning, like,
I'm gonna
baby,
put it to the
I
test.
love like a sandwich.
You ain't gonna get your ass up. You don't hear that? Yeah, it ain't the run, motherfucker.
See, once again, it's the deliverance because you said like
So
that.
you
Your ass
right.
will be hungry. You know what I'm saying?
But if he roll over and be like,
Like,
bang, bang,
like, boy,
give you a little
you better,
rub,
boy.
like, bang, I'm a little hungry, bang. Like, oh, you hungry? I'm a little hungry.
My girl
But-
say her feet hurt. I rub. I say, damn, I've been on my feet all day. My heel hurt. Rub my heel. That motherfucker like,
Oh, now you feel it. If you paying the bills and she can't rub your foot, something wrong with
it's
her.
time for her to go.
It's
See?
time.
It's been time for her to go.
If she don't rub your feet,
Hey,
Shit,
And he
nobody
paying
gonna go
bills?
Brillo pass.
I'm saying.
hey, mine got nice feet.
I didn't say your feet. I didn't say your feet.
Whoa, whoa!
I didn't say your feet.
You cut grass.
Toes look all right.
Sure.
What you talking about?
I didn't say your feet. I say ain't nobody gonna love Brillo pass. You know,
Yeah,
some of them
that
feet
is
and
true.
shit
I ain't got
motherfuckers
none
be having when they walking, they picking up the carpet and shit.
I can't know he didn't
I ain't
take his
doing it
socks
either.
off. Like,
That's good. Though. I would expect Tommy to have
my
bad
feet
feet.
is soft.
Shit, what?
I would expect you to have bad feet.
Why? Shit, boy, bad.
We take that.
Because most people
A lot of
don't.
black
I shouldn't even say they don't.
I got
The
pretty
stereotype is that black men don't take care of their feet.
I ain't got
That's
no
a
love
big
to do
stereotype.
nothing.
I got nice feet. I'm proud of my feet. I take care of my goddamn feet.
You don't need my feet. Don't need no butter. Ain't no corn going to
I take some
Did she
butter.
rock with it? Look. Did you rock with it? Like, yes, she did, baby. I rub your feet. We all know fuck you dog.
Hey, it's supposed to be team effort. You rub man, I rub
Rub
yours.
yours.
You
Yeah,
can't rub
ain't no
man.
team, man. Ain't no iron team.
Ain't no iron.
This is true. There is no iron
That's why
team.
I'm doing new trials.
Did you say you're doing new
New
trials?
trials.
I am
Ass
so
on the
done
court.
talking to
Did
you
you
right
say
now.
new tryouts?
Yes.
Try out.
I am so done talking to
Oh,
you.
yeah, not new.
Oh no. Oh, no,
Hey,
no.
what he say? She unfortunately this.
Hey,
they
Marissa.
ran this course.
Hey.
Other man tired.
Hey.
Y'all cucumbers gonna be good.
But yeah, no.
Oh, because I really actually want a refill. Ain't no refills happening around this
Yeah.
bitch.
Regular.
That's it.
Yeah,
Ain't no
told him
refills?
She picked it up first. She went in the grocery store, stroked it and everything. This firm enough.
That whole one by
Give
fast.
it my cup.
Okay, so we're gonna wind this down, y'all. We only have 4 minutes. We
Give
appreciate
it my cup.
y'all watching. Once again, the whole topic was learn to forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself helps you live longer. It helps you communicate better. It helps you overall to be a better person.
That make you lose
I know.
your mind.
It helps you overall to be a better person. And that's what this show is all about. It's helping you become your better you. So,
It's helping you become a
better
better
you.
you.
I can't.
You sound,
I can't.
But if
you sound like a
fuck up,
self-help
if
I
advice.
know. It's helping you
It's
become a
helping
better
you
you.
become a better you.
What'd you say?
If you fucked up, you can't become better.
Yes, you can.
What?
Everybody can
They
change.
fuck you up.
I mean, you can't.
They not gonna hear
You, everybody has made a mistake or 2 or 3, and they like that don't make you. You can't change from that. That's a lot. When you're a child, you done messed up and you change from that. You can evolve. Everybody evolves every day.
Your
You can't
mistakes
say
do not
that.
define you.
Absolutely.
And had different
You
things.
said that
Because
too.
some people
Your
fucked
mistakes
up.
do not define you.
Marissa, the cocktail was called Learn.
Yeah, I learned.
It's called Learn.
I learned.
Learn.
the
You're
point
gonna
that
learn
ain't
today.
gonna get across.
When I tell you it was so good and refreshing,
It was.
she won't tell us the ingredients because it's going in the book.
Y'all got to purchase the book
You
when
see
she
what
when
they
she,
just
when she
said
come
at
out
the
with it.
end?
It's
You write
going-
a book. What they say?
She's doing a cocktail book for Cocktail
No
and
matter
Convo. What are you
what
talking
you
about?
go through, you still learn. And
Hey,
no.
no.
For real though, I'm gonna need a refill.
You do learn.
Ryan,
You do evolve.
I learned.
And one thing about
Some
life
people-
is you always learning and you always evolving. That's the whole key to life. You never stop
Oh,
learning.
yeah,
You never
right,
stop
right,
bettering
right.
yourself.
There
It's
you
a
go,
lesson.
man.
It's
To
a
be
lesson.
learned.
It is a lesson to be learned.
You gotta live. You gotta
And
live.
a lot of people that
Well,
went to
that's like
prison made a
one
mistake,
thing
came home and changed their life around. So you can't,
And
your
some
mistakes
don't
should,
learn that
and
they
some
let you
don't.
speak to that.
And absolutely.
That-
And
that
some
was
don't.
Spice One.
So
A lesson I learned will be repeated.
We'll be listen.
Say it.
Preach.
That's why, girl, you need to come back on.
That's
Come
our
back on
last
the
time.
show. You
He
all
said
right,
you
man.
so stupid.
You
All
come back
right.
on the show. He said this our last. I cannot.
Baby, you can't come back on the show.
He said this our last time.
Listen, we love y'all. We thank y'all
Yes,
for hanging out with
yes.
us.
This was a great show
As it
today,
always
y'all.
is.
Love is good.
All the
All the
time.
time. Come back
Good
again
night.
next Thursday, 9 o'clock. Thank y'all for watching us. Hey. Cocktails and Convo live. That's what we do.
I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about that.
And karaoke is coming down.
No, it's not.
Oh, no. You gonna karaoke?
You gonna karaoke with me?
Why you talking? Well, I'm
No,
asking you,
yeah.
is you gonna karaoke?
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ain't
man.
nothing wrong with your
I want
idea.
to sing too. Hey, I'm
Ain't nothing
gonna
wrong with you.
sing. Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess cocktails and karaoke. Cocktails and karaoke will be next.
I'm lying my ass.
I know.
I'm gonna be the background dancer. Now come to the mic, go.
Uh-uh.
I heard.